Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn a bit about how to make some pads in different ways. First, I got a couple of bits of audio here that I'm going to throw into a simpler, and we're going to make a pad using the simpler. So I'm going to start with that. Just going to throw in a simpler. And after this, I've got an analog and an operator here. We're going to do a pad in each one of those as well. I've got kind of made something here. That looks really nice. I think it's kind of 80s sounding, delicious. Very nice sounding. In this operator, you can be a bit more crazy with it, and I processed it. It's distortion and things. Pretty cool. So we'll get back to that soon. I'm just going to show you first something pretty cool. So here I got just a recording of some crazy Indian instrument. And we're going to make a pad from that. So using the same technique, you can basically make a pad out of anything of a sustained note. So you can be as creative as you like with it. So basically you want, because you're going to be looping this in a simpler or a sampler, because you're going to be looping it, you want either end, that you start and end position, to be roughly a similar velocity, and you don't want too much pitch wobbling, but it all adds to character in the end afterwards. What's good about the simpler is you can add fades. So then I remember using an MPC 2000 to do this, and you had to pick your start and end points a lot more specifically, otherwise you get clipping, whereas you can be kind of more rough with this. So I think that's pretty crazy. So I'm going to consolidate that, get rid of these bits, and then just throw that into the sampler. So then we got so already sounds pretty cool. So now I'm gonna put on the loop, take off the snap. So now that's gonna be looping when it reaches the end. As you can hear, it's got a nice click there, so you don't really want that. So there's quite a velocity gets quite high here, so you can either have it about here, and then bring up your fade, and then when you move the start, you actually can start seeing the fade. So we've got a real obvious sounding loop. You can hear when the loop's beginning, but actually I found from doing this a lot that actually it kind of sounds cool. And so now we got that, actually start processing it. I'm going to get some really nice. There we go, let's turn it up. So now I'm just starting off with just a little bit of reverb. Now that loop isn't so obvious anymore. You're just hearing really nice resonance. So we take it up an octave and play a kind of minor chord. So what I'm going to do is, let's get not an EQ3, we want EQ8. So depending on what you're going to use the pad for, I'll be crafting my EQ differently. For example, if I wanted to do just a low note, here. So you get that nice low pad. We can even get a chorus. But for example, I was going a higher octave. I'll be reducing some of these and go for a bit more saturation on the reverb. And maybe you can actually use the so now if we come in here, I quite like to draw in some chords. So we got a little thing here. So then actually loop this up and say we wanted to make it. Yeah, we got the beginning of something. So you notice I'm just really small tweaks of this frequency on the actual sampler itself. So there's that. Pretty nice. I hope you can put that into use. You can pretty much whack anything in a simpler, loop it up and process it how you like and come across some nice textures. So this one, let's get rid of that. And actually, maybe I'll save that. So this one here, this is just me going, that's me there. Very bad singing attempt. So as again, you can just throw that into the simpler. Oh, hang on. Need to consolidate before you throw it in, otherwise it's gonna show you everything that's in there. So now when I put that in, there we go. So as you can see, it starts big, so probably do a kind of small loop it up, take the snap off, see where we are with it now. Okay, so we're already quite cool, so I'm just going to throw a quick... Nice. Actually sounds a lot like the old samplers, this filter here. When you turn up the resonance, you get that kind of breathiness. Really nice. So actually, depending on the song, sometimes I just use it dry like that. And that's a unique sound. That's my voice. No one can recreate that. And the same works if you want to do this too. But you can get extremely creative. I mean, you can. Let's throw a reverb. Reverb and chorus, I just love so much. I throw it on everything. Maybe we want to see, even that sounds cool. A low octave. You're even getting some weird. You see, and I got this notch here, picking up some strange but really nice things. It's the best thing about music production, these happy accidents. I didn't mean to do that, but I can emphasize it using this notch here. That really cool kind of. So let's try it. See, my distortion sounds pretty bad. You can see there's infinite possibilities with this, really. It's that kind of angelic. I would recommend seeing what you can find using the EQ, you know, just all this lovely resonant harmonic gear. So there we go. There's that. Moving forwards, let's make a pad on analog. So I'm going to get an analog. That's what we begin with. Sounds pretty nice. In comparison to your, like for example, your operator. Start off. We're gonna let's compare. Very different. So first thing, I'm just gonna get some. There we go. That kind of thing. So I'm gonna take the frequency right down, and then there we go. So right, I'm gonna just use this detune node to get a bit of movement. It's like simulates analog drift, and let's see how it sounds with two squares. Yeah, you hear that? That's super nice. Even take it a step further. You see this. Or if I turn it into a square. Actually, like it too. This isn't a square. get some processing now. Let's throw on a reverb. Just going for those harmonics when you got the resonance high up. So throw a chorus, and I like to quite a high amount at a low rate. Oh yeah, that's moving around all over the place. Really nice. Let's have a look. Let's get the EQ on there. And, so I've got this MIDI information. Let's see how it sounds. So we have this pulse width now, because we're a square wave, we've got this pulse width we can muck around with. Perhaps we get this LFO2 on. Get a nice slow movement, pulse width modulation. Pattern analog there. So let's move forward and see what we can do with operator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Whoa. Let's go to our operator. It's the first thing. So we have our... Rather than an amplitude envelope, you have an envelope on each oscillator. So here we're going to... We've already got a sorter. Just turn the resonance. Whoa, sorry everyone. Let's turn it down. So let's get some FM. You see, because we're algorithm, we're using FM synthesis. So this oscillator is modulating. We're modulating each other here. So see if I can get. So maybe we can get this a nice. So that sounds like not doing anything. So now, let's see what it sounds getting at. I've got an LFO on the filter, just kind of slowly passing through. It's super slow. Let's get a little bit of spread. Sign coming through the top. Let's do something mental. Let's just throw distortion. Turn the output down. It's nice. That's pretty cool. Let's go back to clean mode. So I got this rate sweeping through. Let's experiment. So you get to 500. frequency down to put a bit more of the envelope there. Nice, and this is the one we made earlier on operators. And nice sound. This is just literally one oscillator. It's using a lot more. So what happens if we go FM mode with this one? Quite nice. There you go, there's a nice pattern operator for you. So there's 4 examples of pads on using all Ableton stock plugins and just throwing what you want in a simpler. I hope you got something out of that. A bit of a pad, just go mental with the pads. So yeah, website's finished, so you can check out information on my Ableton school and also sample packs that I've been making. There'll be new additions in the shop appearing. So yeah, check that out. It's dirtyhippiestudio.com. And if you have any questions, just write me in the comments, and I'll reply to any comments you want to give. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and see you soon for another one.